Well, how do that, chums? As I, Captain Steve, and today, chums, I'm going to be treating you guys in the viewerverse to a base build. I'm building a farm, a nanite farm that can net you about 800 to 900 nanites per little turn. And when I say per little turn, you can either do a reload and then just run it again, and each time it's just a couple of minutes work. It's mental. This is a pretty darn quick way of earning yourself some nanites. It's quite difficult to find a planet, though, that has these guys on it. They're called curiosities. Heck yes, so here we go. Let's go and well, I'm not going to shoot them just yet. I need to build my base before I do any shooting and claiming of the nanites. So there's a little bit of setup first. So here we go, I'm going to claim the base. Or, if you don't want to do any setup, you can just come along to my base. I give coordinates at the end, and you could just get them all from my base. Why the fudge not? So these are called curious deposits, these little balls, chums. They do look like Terry's chocolate oranges on some planets. My ones, they look like Maltesers. They're kind of a bit sort of darker, with sort of some gnarly lines on. They look pretty darn sweet. I nearly ran past them. I didn't realise that you could get them in all sorts of colours. Look at those. Frickin' gnarly balls. Okay, right. We need to harvest these gnarly balls. But first I need to build a base to catch them in. So I'm just going to put down a little catching tray here. It's almost like a driving range that I'm going to build. Yeah, like a golf driving range. So there we go. Let's build that up there. Lovely jubbly. I'm going to put on a little bit of a roof just to protect from storms if I stand against the back wall. You don't have to have it fully enclosed. I like to keep it open to the elements. There we go. I'm going to stick in a refiner. I could do with 3 refiners. I haven't got enough resources for 3, but I might be able to do that in a bit. So here we go. Let's just get the basics down. So I want a teleporter here, because basically rather than doing a reload, I'm hoping to jump from one base to another base. I've got my other base in this system where I can spawn in those green boxes and the cylinders and stuff, the barrels I should say, and hopefully I'm going to be warping between each of the bases. Now if you had 2 curious deposit bases, you could warp between base and base. Here you go. Now all I'm doing is zapping these balls, and as they roll down the hill it creates runaway mould, and I can just stick it straight into this refiner. Lovely jubbly. Let's see if I can build another refiner. I'll show you the actual harvesting of the balls again in a bit. There we go. Let's see if we can put down another. No, I can't. I need some dehydrogen. I need some more sodium nitrate. The sodium nitrate, not a problem. Oh, I guess I can buy the circuit boards from the Galactic Trade Terminal. I can do all this. Heck yes. When you reconvene with me, chums, I should have at least another 2 refiners. 1 large one and 1 medium one. So yeah, don't go away, and I'll be right back with you guys in a mo. Here I am, I'm back, and as you can see, I've just put some runaway mould in there. I'm just going to be taking out half the stack there. I'm going to leave that going, half in there. Lovely job. There we are. And then I can put some more into the other one. There we go. Begin. I nearly forgot to start that going. Go into this one, and then we can put the other bit into here. Where are you? Oh, I need to sell all these freaking bones. Look, they're taking up loads of my inventory. So if you saw last episode, you'd know why I've still got them. There we go. Chuck that into there. Chickaboom. Lovely job. And then this one. Cordio. I quite like the look of the little mini refiner. It looks a little bit like a posh coffee machine, doesn't it? We'll stick that in there. That's a big freaking coffee machine. I could do with coffee that size, though, I tell you, chums. Yes, intravenously fed on drip. Right, okay, you can see that all my curious deposits, they're still not back. They don't auto-spawn. They only spawn if you go away from the base and then come back again. So here we go. I'm just going to sell all those bones inside this Galactic Trade Terminal. But the beauty of having that Galactic Trade Terminal there, I bought the sodium and I bought all the circuit boards I needed as well. There we go. Sell him and sell. Loads and loads of units for me. Lovely job. Awesome. I'm going to go and upload the base and name it. Cool. I can now go and claim all of my nanites out of these. So you saw there I've got a fair large stack, 106 and 106. And in this last one, because I had that running for the longest, I've got 609. So it is just over 800 nanites each run. So here we go. I'm going to jump in my portal and go to another base. I'm just going to hit up save. And I'm going to go to my base I built the other day, chums. If you didn't see me building that base and you want to see it being built, I put a video in the top right-hand corner. So this is my sort of red station base. You can see they're both in the same system. So I can just teleport in between these 2 bases all day long. And I could build another curious deposit base in this system. And I could go curious deposit to curious deposits and just get loads of nanites if I wanted. But at the moment I'm doing frigate missions, so I need to go and harvest all of these containers to get some dihydrogen jelly. There's some, lovely, dihydrogen jelly, lovely, lovely, brilliant. And I can sell all these other bits I don't need. A life support system, yeah, that's always handy. Coolio, let's just grab all of these little green boxes. Do I get any more dihydrogen? Come on, dihydrogen. Yes, dihydrogen, bingo, what's its name? Oh, and another one. Lovely, cool, awesome. So yeah, I can turn that back into dihydrogen, then mix it with some tritium, and I can make frigate fuel for my frigate missions. All of my frigates are levelling up quite nicely now, chums, and not all S-class yet, but once they are, I will be doing a renaming of my frigates type episode and show you what I named them all. I like to name them after 80s shows that I grew up on as a child. Now, I could go and collect all these as well if I wanted, but I've got an abundance of navigational data. I don't need to at the moment, and I've also got a lot of warp fuel, so I definitely don't need to. Now let's jump back to my base that I just built. So here we go. And like I say, you could have 2 deposit farms. 2 curious deposit farms and just warp between the 2 if you're just after the actual nanites. When I warp back, chums, if by magic, let's see if those balls have reappeared upon the hill and we can play golf again, chums. There they are, fantastamondo, and there we go. We can just zap them. They roll down into this little area that I've built down here. It is like a real crud game of golf in a roundabout way. It's a reverse driving range. There we go, this one's going to roll outside the driving range. There you go, you little git. Take this. Kaboom. Become runaway mould. Lovely. Cool. And this one, that's going to roll down and hit that little round bit. Lovely. Nice. And there we go. So you can see here I'm getting a shed load of runaway mould from these little critters. And if you did have multiple runaway mould bases, you could just walk between all of them and you could be super nanite rich, super pretty quick. And it's quite a fun way of doing it. Now, if I go over to these large refiners, I'm going to break that runaway mould down into 3. Technically, I would like to have 4 refiners here, ideal. And then I can put 1,000 in each roughly. And then it would be a little bit quicker. Okay, so I'm going to put another refiner on the end of this, probably another little, medium refiner. So I can put about 1,000 in each one. But there we go. It's not too bad. It's still okay. I'm just putting 1,005 into 2 and then 1,000 in 1. And it kind of works. There we go. Boom. And there we are. It's only 3 minutes to wait anyway. So every 3 minutes, I'm going to be making about 800 nanites, which is pretty darn sweet. And if you did have more of these farms, you could just walk between them. It's an excellent method. I hope you try it at home, people. There we go. And here we go. I put the coordinates up on the screen. There you go. Euclid. So a fair few people hit me up with this, saying, Captain Steve, why not do a runaway mole video? And there's quite a lot of them already on the Tinterweb as well. So thank you, everybody that hit me up. And until next time, you guys have been freaking awesome. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.